Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. We are going to be watching together two Trickster games that I had, and the reason I decided to post both of these games was because they were both very close. I don't know about you, but I don't really enjoy games where one side steamrolls the other. It's just not very entertaining. So, we can take a look at my successes and failures together. Here I am beginning, just clearing out space, breaking down the breakable walls. I'm not too familiar with this map, but I don't like it that much. Oh, and we have two people spotted here. That's a Michaela. And the thing about Michaelas is they like to make boon totems. So I want to try to shut that stuff down as soon as possible. This is not a great loot for Trickster, but I try to make do. These high walls really screw him up. That could have been a hit. My reaction time wasn't fast enough. Okay, blind me. Yep, I'm blind now. And there you are. So she kind of makes a mistake here by taking me back to the generator. If a generator is being worked on, as a survivor, typically you don't want them to know about it. Dwight here makes a critical error where he tries to sabo right in front of me, and of course I punish him for that. But here's the nice thing about Survivor, is that if you make a mistake, you still have 3 other people to carry you. So, mistakes aren't as hard for survivors, let's say, as you will see. I make a mistake too later in this game, and it almost cost me the game. So we got 3 Michaelas and 1 Dwight. Dwight saved. I'm gonna hook this Michaela for my pop value. They got a middle gen there. Very nice work on their part. I've been, as you can see, active over here. In true Michaela action, she's really focused on that totem right there. Probably to make one of her boons. And she just can't help herself. She really loves that dull totem. Even though I'm right there, even though I'm patrolling the area, she just can't resist but to try to put in a boon. Try to fake out that pallet so they drop it. Didn't work. They got the hell out of there. Probably a smart move. Good old Trickster. And since this Dwight keeps touching this gen, I'm just going to keep popping it. It was almost done, and now it's back. It's almost 0. Dwight is going up here, but it's probably not a good idea considering how open the top part of this map is. Any ranged killer, really, a Death Slinger, Huntress, any ranged killer, you're probably going to run into trouble going up here. There's the hook on Dwighty too. They love this area. My aiming here is not on point. But I still got the injure. I'm happy with that. Dwight actually pushed me off there. There's Michaela. Something I screw up right here. She fucking disappears. She's just gone. I had no idea where she went. This is all Dwight's fault. I made a mistake here. This is how the game could have been steamrolled if I didn't make this fuck up. But here we are. What's fun without a couple fuck ups? Couple injuries around here. Looks like this is where they're healing. swear to God, think about this Michaela. Oh, that, by the way, that was the Volt Tech that actually worked. I posted a couple times and they do it for really stupid reasons just to show off. That was one where, you know what, if you have life, that's probably not a bad tech. Something about this Michaela, though, with her health kit. I swear to God, she goes away, heals, and comes back every time. I don't know how many charges she has in that thing, but oh my God, hitting her felt so futile. Is it futile or futile? Whatever. Little mind game there, and we secured it down. Pick her up before anybody comes to throw the pallet. And hey, we still got a good pace going on. Oh, did you see that MMR drop after I hooked her? Isn't Xbox the best? So I could patrol that pallet, or that generator, but I noticed there's 3 actually over here. And since we're at 2 gens now, I need to really start considering the 3 gen strategy here. All these are relatively close, and this is where my main focus is. They can have the other gen. This is where my focus is at. I hear Dwight. He doesn't have much to work with here. But he has Shaq. Dwight is not making a very smart play here. I'm having some trouble with my little Xbox controller. But if you're at that stage of Trickster, you don't want to just run away from him blindly. And there's that Michaela again, that one with the health kit. There to drop that shit and going back for Dwight. Now here I'm in a pickle. You just saw that foot, right? There's that Michaela. She is patrolling this area. And if I were to bet money, I don't think she's the only one. In fact, we're gonna find that out right now. So just try to scare her away, get her a little injured. Alright, let's see how brave you are when you lose the health state. Alright, try to pick them up, just rush it, fuck it, let's go. I hear both sides, they're on both sides. I may have swung for the wrong person because the other side might have been injured, but, you know. What do you do in that situation? I don't know, maybe he had unbreakable, blah blah blah. Alright, here's the other Michaela, and now everybody is injured. So, even though they have 2 gens left, they're in quite the pickle. Try to get her down some more. And I'm out. Good old dead hard. There's a snowman trick they keep trying. As I said in my previous video, it doesn't really work unless they complete the animation. Mid-animation, it's a free hit for me, so by all means, keep doing it. So, still no deaths. I could really use a death right now, because they're all alive and they're all fucking kicking, as you can see. Speaking of kicking, I'm gonna kick this generator. She is obsessed. That was a screw up on her part. They're all healed, and they got the far gen. So I got one gen left. She's in the basement. My goal here is to make it as difficult for them as possible. Call me a camping piece of shit, whatever, but at this stage in the game, you know, I gotta stack the cards against me in whatever way I can. Good old main event. Cannot control it, just kinda happens. Get them the hell off that gen. Buy me some time. Oh, you made a mistake here. There's your dead hard, because of course you have dead hard. If you play killer, just assume everyone's running dead hard, because it's pretty much the truth. I got really good perks for Trickster here, so luckily I'm okay in that department. Dwight, you're just right in front of me. Do you know where I was? Lucky for me, I don't think Dwight has very good situational awareness. Dwight. Nice dead hard, nerd. So there was a lot of pressure, but doing the 3-gen strat and having this in the side seemed to have worked out. And we're down to 2 survivors, and the pressure is really on. There's another Michaela. And my bouncing add-on is giving me jack shit of value. A little something I didn't notice in this moment, that I just noticed like a little bit afterwards, is look how both the Michaelas are hit. One of them ricocheted and hit her. She was to the side of me. I did not realize that until later. That would have been useful information there. So here I am patrolling generators, you know, hitting snowmen, without realizing both of the Michaelas got struck by a knife. Therefore, my time could have been used a little bit better there. But at this point in the game, I am not super stressed anymore. And yeah, if you're in the killer shack against Trickster like that, you really don't want to just sit out in the open like you do with most M1 killers. You kind of want to hover against a wall, somewhere to take shelter from his knives. As you can see, I punished her for just being out of nowhere there. So now that she's trying to get me into a chase away from all these generators, I am dropping chase because I don't know what this other Michaela is doing, and before I do anything, I want to know what that is. Here she is, and she has quick and quiet, as you can see right there. And she fell for a little mind game. I commit to this because I'm going to kill her. I just kind of want this to be over now, and I don't see any significant progress for the other ones, for the other gens, so at this point, you know, let's just end this. By the way, gotta love all those validation hits. I don't know when that started in Dead by Daylight, but you know what? If it's If it means my Xbox doesn't lag and practically die every time I try to launch a game, it's alright. Do you have Dead Heart? I don't even care, actually. Just throw knives. She is almost fully, how do you say, lacerated, and she kept running. Dead Heart there to avoid it. That was a smart play. And look how I gotta give this Michaela props. Look how she takes me to the opposite side of the gens, completely away from the 3 gen I had, literally the opposite side of the map. I gotta say, well played on her part. That was pretty good survivor tactics. And the other Michaela knows I have barbecue, but she doesn't know that I have Iron Maiden. And she just found out. So we are at a hatch game now. Not too stressful, just whatever happens, happens. At this point, she's not making scratch marks obvious. I don't really feel like digging around the basement to find her. I'm just gonna look for hatch. And hey, guess what? She found it. So that was a game that I think I did pretty well at. I made a couple of errors. They made a couple of errors, thankfully, and there we are. We had a game where it came down to 1 generator. And doing the 3 gen tactic seemed to work out. So close game. I will find you on the next one. All right. Now we are going to do the Trickster in Badham. A notoriously shitty map, but possibly okay for range. And before I even have to worry about finding somebody, they make it clear to me. These games, by the way, they're recorded right after rank reset, so I kind of lucked out with having very accident-prone survivors, you could say. Punishing Bill for being in a very narrow corridor. I have no reason to miss there. Claudette learns that I have Iron Maiden. There we go. Pretty good start. Now they're working on that middle generator there, and I do not want them to pop that middle generator. In general, if you want a 3 gen like the last game, you're going to want the middle generator somewhat active. And this Michaela just disappeared. I don't know what happened here. Sometimes these survivors just completely disappear from me, and I feel like I need a drug test before I take some of this, before I play this, because I'm like, how did they disappear like that? Downstairs is being worked on. You can hear Bill running and coughing his way. Claudette, what do you think? Interesting. Nice thing about Badham is that there's only one other way out of here. And I'm going to bet that they're going to keep going because they're panicking. That's what she does, and she just runs past. I don't really know why she did that. Maybe she was trying to escape and go into an open area. Now, for once, they actually completed the snowman animation. And guess what? We're both twinkling now. Isn't that precious? So, good job, Claudette. You knew how to use the snowman correctly. There's an Xbox frame rate drop. Try to scare him away from that gen, and to no avail. There's the beauty of Pop Goes the Weasel, is you gotta watch generators pop in your face. So, Bill was clearly working on that generator though, thanks to barbecue, so He doesn't have DS anymore. Might as well try to take him down. I don't know what Bill's doing here. I don't know how he thought that was a good idea. But we're down 2 gens now. 2 gens, and I think I was, for the most part, very time efficient. That's what's crazy about these games. As a killer, you just have no freaking time. No time. Literally down 3 people, and 2 gens already gone. Well, not 3 people, but 3 times, anyway. So that Nia and that Michaela, they are very gen efficient. I'm not going to say gen rusher, because that's how they win the game, of course, but they're very efficient. Efficiency is scary for a killer. She made a mistake committing to that. She should have been more unpredictable. If I was an M1 killer, fine, that would have worked great, but because I have range, that was on her. And here's main event, sticking around when I didn't ask it to. There's a Claudette in the area, so I might as well try to get some use, but hey, around this big-ass ambulance, good luck. Although she makes a mistake right here. She shouldn't have done that. Claudette, you were doing just fine. And then you overcorrected yourself. Could have been an M1, but hey, I like throwing them as knives, it's fun. Somebody is down there. And I think in hindsight, I just passed a hook right there. Oops. There they are healing. I need to go for that generator, but I'll try to scare them away from whatever they're doing. Now, whoever's over here is probably going to run this way. So I'm going to try to catch them. Yep, there they are. Now Bill can go deal with an injury, while I will deal with his gen. I don't even remember that pallet falling down. But, okay. I'll destroy it. Sure. Now, this is the bane for me as a killer. I don't know really where anyone is. I hear this gen getting worked on. There's somebody. But it's moments like those when you're just walking around not knowing where anyone is. That's what really hurts me. Did she have head on? Ah, that was my screw up. She has Iron Maiden. I could have actually gotten some Iron Maiden value, but I just wasn't able to secure the chase that quickly. That one was on me. And here's a snowman. Bill is in the basement. Quick and quiet, I think. And without Dead Heart, I'm pretty sure I got you here. Still working on that gen, and I'm gonna punish them for that. In hindsight, looking at this game too, I probably should have thrown one of them in that basement right down there. Think about how hard that would be to escape for them. That was a fuck up on Michaela's part. I'm about to punish that. I don't know if she has head on or whatever, but that was just plain silly. And now I'm gonna get 2 pops out of it. If I can get to a damn hook. And I can't get to a hook. I guess I picked the wrong one. I don't know. Either way, Michaela's got damage. Pressure is up. As a killer, what can you really do but add pressure? Alright, everyone else is healed. So it's moments like these that are deciding factors on it, whether or not you win the game. So I have free time here, I can't find shit. I am just kind of wandering around. But lucky for me, Michaela makes an oopsie. She just seems to love these lockers. So don't ask me why, but if I guarantee you, if I was unable to find somebody for like a minute there, that probably would have been game. That probably would have been game. Because I mean, look at that. That generator just pops right there. Two of you guys. Bill is... I'm just gonna say that Bill's probably newer. And I am stoked that he decided to join Dead by Daylight recently. Because it really helps out my killer game. See Claudette lurking there. Claudette takes this as her moment, and I decide, you know what, I'm going to make a decision here. I am going to punish Claudette too. Sure, I could kill Bill, but I don't want to do that just yet. And I realize I can't go around a tree, but Claudette lovingly runs back towards me, so it worked out. Knock her down. Bill's probably close to getting up, so I'm gonna go secure Bill's death. Yep, there they are. So, a little bit of slugging, and the pressure is on. They are considerably under a lot more pressure than they were. Two of them are injured. One of them is dead now, and one of them is laying on the ground. Where are you, though? There you are. Check to see if anyone is guarding that, and holy crap, another generator just popped. And I got lucky there. That was a little early. She happened to slam that pallet down mid-animation, which means it didn't connect. Too bad, so sad. But yeah, holy shit with that last generator popping there. You see the pressure that I'm putting on these survivors. I'm putting, like, ample pressure on them, and yet still 4 generators just go out like that. It's insane the level of productivity that survivors have. It's insane. Even if you're being efficient as a killer, if they're a decent team, only two, you can juggle around 2 of them and get them killed, but holy crap, the other 2 are gonna kill your time for it. So that was really I guess the point of these 2 games I wanted to show was that even though I think I played pretty decent here, these generators just fly by. Either way, it's like of no consequence how efficient I am. Lucky guess. Yeah, there goes Nia. And Michaela is in the basement. She is F-U-C-K-E-D. Pro tip, if you're a survivor, no matter what, if you're the last survivor left, just jump into don't jump, but like hide in a locker before the other person gets hooked. You'll have plenty of warning, you have plenty of time, and you won't get hunted down like this Michaela is about to. Just assume they have barbecue and chili, and you will have an advantage of stealth. I'm pretty sure Michaela's in here, but I don't feel like fishing around the basement, because if I do, she could be on the top floor, and she could get a head start on Hatch. I mean, I don't really mind if she gets Hatch, but, you know, I worked for this 4K. I want it 4K. And there's Iron Maiden value again. This perk is actually working out nicely. You hear her footsteps, and there you are. Right where we started together, at the same locker. So yeah, the main thing I wanted to showcase with these two games is just how fast gens fly. Even if you're doing well, even if you're doing efficiently, it's like you have to slug and you have to like guard hooks in order to get people off of those damn gens. It's incredible. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Yeah, that's console Trickster for you. And we'll be making some more of these. Thanks for tuning in, and goodbye.